again, another weekend in the shop. So those of you that watched the last video, this car did pretty good at Mantine Beaver. I'm on the fence still. I think it'd be a good car to take to Halloween Havoc in Utah is just kind of a cleanup show. Take your old garbage there and finish it off. There's not much money involved or anything like that. You just kind of go out, ruin your car, and then they have barbecue, big old party and stuff. So I think this car will be a good one for that. We'll push that frame out and run it one more time. I mean, it still runs and drives, so why not, right? It'd be a shame to cut up my old reliable car. So, but now we got to focus on, we got a state fair, Utah State Fair. We got a couple shows in Idaho we want to go to. So obviously that car is not gonna compete for that. So we're going to start a fresh car, and it's kind of brutal. I got 2 weeks to get this one built. So problem with this car is I've stolen so many parts off of it. I mean, we're missing all the rear suspension. I put this together last night. The rear subframe mounts are pulled out. The steering rack's pulled out. So we got to put a strut on this. Anyway, got to do a lot of work just to be able to get it over the shop. But it's got a good motor. So we got to take the transmission out of the old two-door that we ran, put in this car. This car needs a trans. All these other cars, like this one, is the opposite. The motor needs work, and I don't really have time to do it. Transmission's good, but I don't. Just the way I got everything situated and whatnot, I think this will still be our best bet, even though it needs a lot of work. So where there's no steering, it don't drive or nothing right now. The transmission's bad, like I said. We're gonna have to get kind of creative, get it over the shop. So yeah, I'll get this together and we'll pull it over the shop and start stripping it. So hopefully my goal for today is to have it completely stripped today. So that way tomorrow morning I can just go to town on a cage, go to town on the front end throughout the night even. I'm gonna have to pull a couple night shifts, but we're gonna get it done. What's up, dude?
You need to put a new strut in there.
I need a new strut in there, huh? Should we get on that right now?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right, the boss is telling me what to do. So I will show you guys the process of getting this car over to the shop. It's gonna be shitty, but we'll see how it goes this weekend. All right, little update on where we're at. I got all the doors stripped out, got the seats out. I taking care of the rear window right now. We got a lot of cleanup to do. The trunk's all stripped. So we're getting there. It's about 2 o'clock. It's hot. I'm gonna go get some lunch for a minute, take a little break, and then we'll, like I said, clean that up, get the windshield out, take the dash and the carpet out. And then I wanna build a harness for it, get it running on a harness, hot wire the fuel pump, make sure everything's good there, and then we'll start getting the front end stripped, and then we'll drop this out, move this car over tonight, and then first thing in the morning we'll start welding on it. So it's going pretty good, huh, bud?
Yeah.
What do you think?
You got the chain and put over here, right here. Like your derby car.
Yeah, we pulled it over here with the other derby car, huh?
With that derby car right there.
Yeah.
And then we going to eat some food there.
I'm gonna go get some lunch, huh?
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. It's going pretty good. We'll see how much we can get done this week. All right, a little update. We got our harness built. We just hot wired the stock fuel pump. I always like to make sure this thing will run on a harness before I do much more stripping, so let's see if she'll fire up for us. Ready to go. Let's try this thing out. First thing I'll do is make sure it'll crank for us. Okay. She's cranking. Let's see if it'll run now. Grab our computer, fuel pump. Maybe that's why. Okay. Well, that had me kind of worried. It's just the map sensor is unplugged right there, so that'll do that. But anyway, so she fired up. Seems fairly healthy, so I think we're good to go ahead and tear the rest of this front end out. We'll get the dash out all the way now, and yeah, a lot of stripping still, but we're doing well. We'll hurry and strip out the rest of it, drop that motor on the ground, and start building tomorrow. So it's going pretty good. This is by far the worst part of building cars, I think. I remember way back my very first car, this was almost kind of fun tearing it apart, but this is probably the worst part now. I like building them. I like the building part. I hate the stripping though. I'm sure a lot of you guys can agree on that. So, but it's got to be done. I've definitely gotten faster at it, but it's still movable. Anyway, I'll give you guys an update here in a bit when we get this motor out. So. All right, I'm gonna call her a day right here. I wanted to get a little more done today, but it is what it is. It's no big deal. We're doing good. So I got most of the dash out. The hard part's over. Lots of cleanup. That's pretty much all that's left. I'll clean all that up in the morning, and we'll drop this motor out first thing when it's nice and cool outside, and we will start welding, start building this thing. Pretty excited for this build. We're gonna try a few different things on the trunk. We're gonna try some new stuff with front window bars to try and help the car from nosing as much, but that's the plan. So I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, good morning. I've spent some time this morning. It's still a disaster inside. We're to a point where we can get the motor out, so I feel like it's gonna make stripping the rest of it easier. So we're gonna go ahead and start ripping the motor out. So it's kind of a hustle, a little bit of a cluster, but we're getting there. It sucks not being able to take the time I do normally, but we gotta hurry and get this thing built. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this motor ripped out. Alrighty, we've been at it. You've seen that little bit of a struggle. Maybe it don't look too bad on time lapse, but that kicked my ass getting that out. I think Callie sensed my struggle a little bit, my stress, because she's decided to start helping me, which is not normal. But it's going pretty good. We got the engine out, obviously, and I did some cleaning up in the engine bay, got the brake lines ran how we need them. Just got a little bit of cleanup. I'm gonna go ahead and get this windshield out now, and then we'll go through, and Callie's already started, but we'll go through and go to vacuuming. I want to pick up all my tools, kind of get a little bit of a reset in the shop, and then we will go to welding on this thing. So it's kind of iffy. I gotta kind of cut this car up as I go. I gotta cut that bumper off and whatnot. take some of the cage. I gotta get the fuel cell protector out of it and stuff like that. So, but that's the plan for now. We're just kind of cleaning up. I'll get the windshield out next, and then we can start building this thing. So, I wanted to start on the cage first, but this weekend's going to shit on me in a hurry. Everything's fighting me, so I don't know how far we'll get this week. But where it's sitting right now, right here by my welder and stuff, we'll just go ahead and start with the front end. We'll get the front end built first. We're gonna pretty much build it the same. We're gonna try some different stuff with pressure and whatnot. I'm not gonna go into detail much on that, but we're gonna try some new stuff. We're gonna mount the window bars different. We're gonna go 2 window bars this car instead of 1. We'll try that out. Other than that though, it's pretty much the same stuff. So what do you think, babe? A little burned out. I'm a little burned out. It'll be good though. Anyway, that's the plan. We'll get this windshield out next. All right, I went and had some lunch, calmed down for a little bit. I've been a little pissy today. But got the windshield out, cleaned up. We've vacuumed a little bit. It's looking pretty good now. Still gotta get rid of that stupid little box, but we're to a point where I'm gonna start building this thing. So we're gonna start on the front end, just kind of work our way back, take the bumper off of this, slowly start tearing this car down, which is good. We'll cut this car up for parts and be able to get that one built at the same time, so that'll be good. So yeah, that's where we're gonna start. I'm gonna start getting this front end built. Alrighty, we've got the lower core support cut out. I cut that battery holder off, cut this mount off over here, opened up some of these holes, put some rubber in there to protect our lines and wires and stuff. So I will say I had a pretty good failure. When I was cutting that out, I accidentally lit my gas pedal on fire. So we'll have to take one out of another car. It's just a puddle of melted plastic, so that kind of sucks. But we're looking good now. Now that it's stripped, now that the shitty part's over, I can start to have some fun, start to build this thing. So right now, it's pretty much the hottest part of the day. It's about 4 o'clock right now. It's warm. So I'm gonna take 5, go in after dinner tonight as it cools off. I'm gonna spend some time out here into the night. All right, back here in the shop, we got the notches cut for our bumper to sit in. So frame is ready to go. We're ready to put a bumper on this thing. Unfortunately, the bumper is still sitting on this car, so let's go to cut and get this thing off. I'm hoping this thing will come off somewhat decent, but we will see. Woo! A little pressure on that one. That car is mangled. Hey, movement. I forgot the hood was welded. Hey-o. Sweet. Booyah! Whew, a little warm for a hoodie still. That come off pretty good. So we'll spend a little bit of time clean up some of this old weld and parts of the frame. Get that all cleaned up, and then we just gotta blow our holes for all thread to go through inside the frame. I'll show you camera guys. This is how I do mine. I don't know, maybe that's how do you guys do yours? That's how I do mine. But anyway, I'm gonna get them holes blown out and ready to go, and then we'll go ahead and weld this bumper on. So I'll give you an update once I get to that point. All right, an entire grinding wheel later, we got this bumper cleaned up, ready to go back on. So I'll hurry and trim them little factory mounts out of the frame for all thread. Once them holes are cut, we can put the bumper on. Alrighty, we got them pucks cut out. We're gonna go ahead and mount this bumper up. All right, weld her up. Oh, she fits good. Alrighty, the sun is set and we are into this car. So we just got the bumper welded on. She's solid. It's all the way welded. We're gonna go ahead and start doing mounting plates. I don't know what the deal is this time of year. Every year it happens though. I start running out of steam, kind of getting burned out. I'm gonna do the mounting plates and that'll put me to pretty much black outside. So which light ain't a problem. I don't want to be up late on this car. So I keep failing myself, but it's just the way I don't want to speed through it either. I'm taking my time, doing it right type of deal, you know. And we got time, we do. I built so many of these cars now. There's a few small differences in this build that I'm going to try some new stuff. But it's pretty much the same, so I feel confident that we will have it done in time. It's going pretty good. I'll definitely, this video, you know, tomorrow will be the end of the video, and we'll probably get the front end done and the motor out of that, which I don't know if I'll even film that, but this will be pretty much it for the video. I'll have the front end stuff. I'll give you an update in the morning. We'll do a little bit of work, and then I'll be done around noon tomorrow, and that'll be that. So, but throughout the next week, for the next weekend, the next video after this one, I'm hoping to give you guys a big update. I'm going to work on it all week. I would love to have this thing running and driving the next time you see it after this video. So that's the plan. Every day after work, when I get home, just keep on plugging away on it, and we'll get her done. So the plan for the season, we're going to take this car to the state fair fresh. It'll be iffy. State fair is a tough show. They're sold out this year, I know that. A lot of good cars coming, a lot of good drivers coming, so, but it's always fun. I've lucked out and I've been able to win that show and get Mad Dog the last 2 years. So there's a little bit of pressure. I'd love to do that again, but good cars, and I'm also in a fresh car. So, and anybody that knows much about Derby is being in a fresh car, I'd rather be in a pre-ran with plates, right? So it'll be iffy, we'll see, but we'll go out there and we'll do well. Try to do well anyway. Try to drive a smart show, because the weekend after that we got a show that pays almost, well, double at the state fair, and it's not about pay, but it's pretty good incentive to come back up to Idaho. So the next weekend we're definitely going to that show, so I won't ruin this car at the state fair, try not to anyway. Then we gotta, throughout the week, that week, take the motor out, plate it, put it back together, and go run in Idaho. And hopefully Wilbur's healed up in time for that one, from his surgery, but I don't know, we'll see. So it'll be good, it'll be a fun time. That's a fun to travel up there into Idaho and run with them guys. I haven't been up there very much, so it's the last one we went to was probably one of the funnest shows I've ran in a long time. So that's the plan. Sorry for ranting and raving, but I keep cutting myself short, or I don't know what you do. I keep overextending myself with goals on the video, but you know, stripping and stuff, cleaning up that bumper, it takes time, and I get a little excited wanting to jump the gun, wanting to get this thing busted out, but at the same time I don't want to rush it and have it not built right. So we're taking our time, we're building it right, and we're just gonna have to man up and work on it every day after work, which is not that bad either. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get the mounting plates on now, and I'll give you an update in the morning. So this will be good night for now. I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, good morning. We are back out here. Last night I was able to get the mounting plates welded, and then we got our square tubes put in as well. So pretty much the same as this one, almost identical setup as that car. But it's good, it's going good. We're gonna start, I think I'm gonna do the window bars now on the front. Like I said, we're gonna do them a little different. We're gonna notch this out a little bit. I'm using round pipe. I know I probably ought to just go buy some more of this tubing, but it's expensive, and I've got a ton of this old, I think it was an old like industrial shell, so it's not the best material in the world, but it's also free. So we're gonna use, I've been using it for rear window bars forever. It's this stuff right here. It works. I mean, I've had them bend a little bit, but they work. So we're gonna go ahead and start getting them in. I would record like normal, but it's gonna be a long, I struggle with window bars, cutting angles and stuff. So I'll do a time lapse. We'll get these window bars welded in. We're gonna notch the cowl. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've ran window bars in front of me like this. You know, it's gonna be, instead of just one in the middle. That might throw me off driving a little bit, having to look through them, but anyway, we're gonna do that. We're gonna notch the cowl right there, and then it'll come down. We'll pretty much go right to the strut tower, but not weld it to the strut tower, right? So that's how a lot of the guys around here do them. I've never seen a real point in doing it on Camrys until this last show, and I'm like, wow, that strut tower pushed a mile. So we'll try it. It might make the rest of the car go to shit. It might push the strut tower itself might collapse. I don't know. It might not move. It might work as a kicker. So we're gonna try it. Hopefully inspection goes good. I mean, it's been flying for a lot of guys for a lot of years, so I don't see why it should be a problem. But if they do make me cut it, it'll be easy enough just to reach in, you know. If you look at this car, I could easily just reach in there, boom, cut it off right at the firewall, and we'll be back into spec. But the rule states there's no length on window bar, no nothing like that, so it just says where it can be welded. So there's no real length like on the rule. So we'll weld it to a bracket and bolt it to the roof, and then it'll be welded to the cowl only, right? But it's gonna extend past, and we'll see how it goes. So something new. A lot of guys have done it. This is old news for a lot of you guys, but I've never done it, so we're gonna try it on one of these Camrys and see how it does. So anyway, I'll quit yapping. It's going pretty good. We'll go ahead and get building some window bars. All right, we got one of them fitted, I think pretty good how we want it. You guys will have to let me know if you think it'll help, if it'll hurt. I don't really know, I've never done them this way. So I had a bigger footprint on there, but I remember at one of the shows they said that it can only be the size of the pipe. You can't have like a big footprint against your strut tower. So we cut that plate off just to be on the safe side. So now it's basically the size of the pipe, but that's pretty much how it's gonna sit in there. Once I weld this up, I'll trim some of this off on the bottom. We'll bolt that on. We'll weld here, there. I think I can get a little on the bottom, a little on the inside, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm a fan of it or not. We'll have to see how it does, but you guys that have ran Camrys a lot, let me know what you think of that idea. It's not really a new idea. Like I said, a lot of guys out here do that already on their W bodies, but Camrys, a little different ball game. So let me know what you think. I'm gonna go ahead and weld this side in, and then I'll match the other side, and that'll be about it for today, really. I think tomorrow I go back to work and whatnot. Just every day after work, I'm gonna start pulling the motor out of that and get the transmission changed on this motor. And then just throughout the week, I'll get a cage put in it. And so yeah, hopefully next time you guys see this car, it'll be running. We can test drive it a bunch. And then it's just a lot of welding. I'll show you guys the build on the trunk, how we're gonna do that. But anyway, I know these shop videos are a little boring, but it's what we do. It's kind of just the way it is. Oh, I do have something else to show you guys. Now, I did a wire car, I can't remember, a couple years ago. I think it was an 82 Cadillac, it was 2-door. Had a lot of fun. I built it in like a day. And we ran Colville and ended up getting third. So it was really fun. I've kind of been out of the big cars for a while, but I had a buddy, he had this car for a while, and I've been trying to get it. Finally he texts me and says, hey, $200 and it's yours, and it runs and drives. So I figured, hell yeah. So I'm thinking sometime next year we're gonna be running an 80s wire car. I know nothing about them at all. I know this car's really rusty. She seems to have some issues, but it runs and it drives, so we're gonna send it. So pretty excited for that. I'm excited to show you guys that build. We'll probably start working on it in October-ish, in the off season a little bit. That'll be a little more relaxed build for the end of the year. But I'll need you guys' help on that. Any tips? I think it's a 98, I think, Grand Marquis. Don't know anything about them. So we're just gonna put her together cheap and fun and send it. Have fun in Colville next year. So, but anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, I'll knock out these window bars, do some more work today, but pretty much done with the big stuff for today. I gotta gear up for another week of work. So, but yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for tagging along on this boring shop video, but pretty good start on the fresh car. So I think she'll be a good one. We'll see how things go. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.